You go, pal. You just hit the record button just like that, and now you go, and you won't worry about it for an hour. You'll do just fine. Anybody's got time to go look at my shorts and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of my shorts. I'm really liking the Skeletor edition. I don't know. I get a kick out of them, but hey, if nobody else enjoys them, at least I can go back and enjoy them. All recorded. Uh, Nobody's in here yet. Let's talk about Greta Thunberg. Because I don't know, like I said, anything I talk about on my show, I do not know. It's just what I think. And like I said, I don't like my think to stink. So if you know different, please let me know. But Greta Thunberg there, she's putting up another storm. You know, Palestine, Palestine, Palestine. Now, I've heard that she's backed by some Rockefellers. I've heard that, but who knows? Who knows? There's a Rothschilds or Rockefellers or whatever. But I do know I did see staged photos, like the police and everything were arresting her, and they staged photos and everything. It was just fun. It was brutal, man. Do you imagine using a child to pull at the world's heartstrings? Hey, could you imagine the same team that's going against Palestine hiring people to torque up the other side? Greta would never, she's a child. Why would she deceive people? You know what I mean? But hey, it's their grand plan. You know what I mean? They love it. They love it. What they know what they love the most is those people who stand for Palestine. They stand for peace. They love it when they decide to get violent for peace. They love it. But then again, a lot of times when it happens, I think it's staged. Perhaps, maybe, who knows, eh? Could you imagine using a child like that, eh? Turning a child into a demon for your fucking sick, twisted fucking game you got going on. Poor child. Never had a chance. It's pretty easy to mind control them if you can have them right from the get go, right? Look at old Macron. That looks like that was, I don't know. You got some Rothschild back in there too, eh? Craziness. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Wow. Oh, still nobody, eh? Yeah, I just did the short with Linda McMahon. I think that's the same Linda McMahon that's married to Vince McMahon. She's probably Hillary Clinton, you know. She don't give a fuck what her man does as long as she's got her status and her power. Look at us powerful women. And just think, she might be being pooped on the side, but you never know. Maybe he respects his wife. You know what I mean? She's a blue blood. Maybe it's just the peasants, and that's why she allows Vince to go around pooping on everybody, and she doesn't leave him. I can't. I can't. Like, fuck. Like, if you go back at all the accusations about the fucking WWE, and they fucking pretty much said it couldn't be because there's no way Pat Patterson was gay. Then when Brett came out of the closet, they celebrated him on the WWE. Oh, fuck. Can you imagine if some of your greatest WWE superstars had to be somebody's queen in order to be the king of your hearts? Hey, man, I'm just saying what I've seen and heard. It's weird. Woman power. Tay Tay Swift. She's got my wife's brain just a mungled. Pressed woman. Dominate and control. Then scum. They can't control themselves. No, some men are scum. Some men are scum. Look at Uncle Will. Could you imagine? I mean, if you do all the nasty things that he's tried to pull on me, he's to say he wouldn't do it to a woman too, eh? She didn't like the way if Uncle Will didn't like the way she made him feel, 'cause she'd make him feel inadequate, because he wouldn't be ready to perform. I can't do that. Bill Gates is too powerful. Don't worry. They've got a blue pill for you, Uncle Will. They got a blue pill out there for you now. Is that Pfizer? Pfizer. Pfizer makes you wiser. No, it doesn't. Who knows if any of it's good? Some of it's gotta be good, right? Gotta admit there's some medicines out there that but, anybody in here yet? 2 people. Guys wanna talk about something completely different. What do you guys wanna talk about? So I'm gonna talk about this right here. So, I watched this last night, I saved the video, so whoever's in here, if you wanna see it and you're interested to, if you wanna take a look at it's just a quick 4.5 minute video. And what it is it's this young boy, not young boy, he's a young man. He's a young man, he's a teenager. And on being diagnosed with psychosis. So they're having a talk with this kid, and he's like, yeah, his psychosis was supposedly when he would listen to music, right? The music would be telling him to do shit, bad shit. It was driving him crazy because he didn't want to do the bad shit. Like he never did it. He's just like, what the fuck is going on? So they called it psychosis, right? Now, based on my experiences, listen up. The music was telling me to do stuff too. See, I was having a tough time with my wife, and fucking is telling me just give it to her one time. Everybody would understand. Look at what the fuck she's done to you. Like the music was telling me this. So I had to stop. I was like, what the fuck, man? And you want to know what I was listening to? Eminem. A lot of Eminem, Dr. Dre, a lot of that stuff, eh? So I know that's just coincidental. That I heard the same things this kid is saying because he's like, they wanted me to deem me really fucked up, but really it was fucked up because I was hearing shit in the fucking music. But then you gotta think to yourself, old Marilyn Manson, he tells us he's back in that fucking drugs and that music. What's the fucking Kanye say? 808s. Lots of them tell us. There's lots of delights in music. There's light delights and dark delights. You know what I mean? Now, I'm gonna tell you another thing that I seen. I seen this interview one time, and I can't remember if it was just Ed Sheeran or it was Ed Sheeran and Eminem. And what you gotta know is Ed Sheeran, he, I believe, is a self-proclaimed empath. Okay. Now remember, who else is a self-proclaimed empath? We're different. I say I am, but we're different, I think. Oprah. Oprah. So basically, what this interview was is that Ed Sheeran said that he heard messages in Eminem's music. Eminem was talking to him. Just throwing that out there, you know what I mean? What if there was magic in the music? Some of us can hear it, and some of us just absorb it. And sooner or later, we do the shit that it tells us to do. Right? Not even knowing it's telling you. Some of us can fucking hear and we know better. We try and warn people, but we're fucking deemed crazy. Prove me wrong. Somebody fucking prove me wrong. I don't like being fucking like Marilyn Manson says he wants to fucking destroy the world. Jim Carrey's right along with him in the fucking mission to take over the world. Are they fucking around and laying Easter eggs right in your face, telling you how fucking stupid you are? I don't know. Uh, don't know. Like, I try and tell you guys, like, hey, watch some of these people. Like Kid Rock, he's one of the King's men. Watch him. He's the one that started the Bud Light thing. You know what I mean? Was a big man, he got to go viral, fucking destroying Bud Light because they were trying to put shit in people's brains. They were trying to fucking force shit out there. And people said, fine, you want to force it? We're not going to fucking buy her. And Kid Rock tried to fucking benefit off that. And then his little buddy Dana, because Bud Light's got to do something to fucking fix itself now. It fucked itself with Dylan Mulvaney, right? So now it's got to try and fix itself. So you go from Dylan Mulvaney, where do you go? Fucking right straight to the UFC. You got to go right straight for the men's hearts, right? Dylan Mulvaney wasn't what was hitting the men's hearts, so you got to go after the fucking sport, the manly fucking sport. Get them to drink your fucking beer, right? So I want you guys to know that within that time, Bill Gates invested heavily in Bud Light. When it was on the decline, I think he got in there like a dirty shirt. Maybe he knew UFC was going to down. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Why would that guy want to be fucking involved in the beer business? Is there any business? He won't leave the fuck alone. But yet he says he wants to give his money to humanity when he goes. You dude, you lying fucker, trying to look good. That's what I think, anyways. Remember, this channel's only about what I think. So yeah. So remember, Kid Rock and Joe Rogan. This is where Joe Rogan fucking went ring a ding a ding a. You might want to hold on to that Joe Rogan nugget. Anyways, what happened is because Kid Rock went out on a date with the Bud Light executive who used to be ex CIA, something like that. So, so because Kid Rock was the man who fucking took the viral moment with fucking shooting up the Bud Light, right? He had to go on the show, because he's Dana's boy, and so is Joe. So they had to correct the situation, right? And the two of them, I'm not kidding. Go check her out for yourself. Even Joe, anybody who thinks badly of Bud Light is an idiot. That's pretty much what they said. Forget what they did. They do so much good. They give to this and this and this and that. So what? Doing some goods and I don't know, man. I don't know. I used to call people idiots. Say they were idiots if they thought any different. So that's where Joe Rogan just kind of went, he's a buddy first kind of guy. Truth can come second too. But anyways, like I've said before, Jeremy from the quartering, like I said, I fucking do not say things. I don't make things up. But Jeremy from the quartering said that he suspected that because there was hostile rumors and a lot of people were telling him that Kid Rock was a homosexual out on the prowl in Tennessee. But that's not me, but that's fucking Jeremy from the quartering. Like, who the fuck are these people, eh? Who are these people? These creatives who are creating your fucking world. You idolize these fucktards. Who are they? Are they evil hybrids like Eminem says? Like you guys know that Eminem tells you guys in songs, abracadabra. My evil hybrids. But things never die, right? Well, he's willing to sell his soul just to be undisputed again. Wow, you gotta know, right? Well, he's got one of those like that girl from Transformers. He's got one of those kids. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't spread the fucking rumors, but they say that, they gotta sacrifice something, and sometimes it's to have their kid. You know what I mean? Reject a certain way or be a certain way. I don't know. Well, it's not really his. He took that kid out of the goodness of his heart. You know what I mean? But hey, what do you gotta do to live your dreams, right? What do you gotta do to live your dreams? Who helped Eminem's dreams come true? Dr. Dre, right? Dr. Dre. What do we know about Dr. Dre? Hey, when I say Dr. Dre, what do you guys think? I think Snoop Dogg sex tape. Sounds weird for me to say that, right? Like, where would you get that from, Carl? Well, I get that out of Dre and Snoop's mouth themselves. They had to go on. I say this all the time. They had to go on and say, "Whoever's fucking with us and got this tape, we need to talk." So I don't know what was on there. They wouldn't say. They just said it was full of nastiness. And they weren't gonna say, and that's why they wanted to fuck back. And when you see Snoop wearing dresses, you gotta say to yourself, "What's with all this boule talk, eh? Is he a boule?" But hey, P. Diddy, that guy got herpes from him. He told me P. Diddy's in the boule. Could you imagine being part of a dork group? You see all the little fucking fairies running around. Will Smith, Kevin Hart, Snoop Dogg, all of them just wearing their dresses together. Like, if that's the way they want to be, I'm all for it. But, just tell the people why. You know what I mean? Fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know. These people tell me shit. And then I kind of go, look at this other stuff. Jay-Z might be part of the boule too, eh? Beyonce might be a witch, pulling on some Sasha Fierce. We'll see how fierce Sasha is when she meets Jesus, eh? You were tricked and fooled, Sasha. You're not so fierce. You might want to find Jesus inside of Beyonce. And Beyonce knows. Can you imagine being a fucktard in this world? Honestly, having the world at your feet. People love you, and in the background, you're just fucking them right? With the 808s. Some of them probably don't even know. Just saying, there's a lot of them that's pretty obvious, you know what I mean? Like Sammy Smith, well, he probably fucking he's probably well, he was gay to begin with, so fuck you. I had nothing to lose. Other than his soul, I don't think being gay can take your soul. I don't know. You'd have to take that to God. I don't, like I said, I've never had that conversation with God, but I think as long as you're not hurting anybody. Well, that's for the individual to find out. HK, what are we talking about tonight? Well, we're talking about this young man here. This is from fucking 14 years ago, too. I should have mentioned that video. This young man talking about his psychosis. He was getting it from music. They told us the devil was in that music and we should have listened. Don't worry, I think God's in the music too. I think it just depends on the soul it's coming from. But nowadays, fuck, you don't even know who's writing shit, eh? There's like 30 fucking names on there to write one song when usually they used to be written by one person or the band helped or you know what I mean? Fuck. Or they purchased a song that was written by a person. Yeah. It's all weird out on the streets. What do we got? It's two people in here still. I want to show you guys something because everybody always calls me a Debbie Downer, right? Well, you don't see the good in the world. You're the idiot. You're so stupid. How dare you want to fucking solve your problems? So you can be authentically fucking happy, but instead everybody wants me to lay in their fucking cowardice and stupidity and live in a world that's fucking just gross. But anyways, I want to share this straight out of the lips of not the real Jesus, but an actor playing Jesus, and well, they were Jesus's words. The light is upon you, running through my nose. Walk while you have it, so the darkness doesn't overtake you. The one who walks in darkness doesn't know where he is going. While you have the light, believe in the light, so that you may become sons and daughters of light. There will be many signs this week. If now is the judgment of this world, now will the ruler of this world be cast out. And I am lifted up from demons. Draw all people to myself. Whoever loves his life will lose it. Whoever hates his life in this world, keep it for eternity. The light is among you. You might want to ask your Christian friends out there. Are you fucking loving your life in Jesus right now? Are you loving your life in Jesus right now? Is it a good fucking time? Are you doing dance videos to fucking Jesus? Are you doing nothing for him and just saying his name a whole lot? Loving it? We're all fucking happy in Jesus, aren't we? Well, right there, Jesus says. You're dead. You're fucking done. You love it? You love what you fucking see here? You could somehow fucking love it here when it could be so much more? But if you hate it because you don't want the evil, you can't fucking keep going without fucking trying to fight the evil. And you can't fight the evil with fucking violence because then you're just the fucking evil. I can fight it with this. Everybody's saying, fuck, being with Jesus is just a fucking cupcake ride. And it's just, he wants you to be in bliss. He wants you to stand up for the right fucking things, pick up your cross, be willing to die for it. You're gonna hate. You're gonna hate carrying that cross. If you decide to pick up that cross, there's gonna be times where you fucking hate. You hate. You're just like the very ones you're carrying it for, or because of, are the same ones beating and whipping and spitting on you. Because if you hate your life, you love Jesus. And you know if you do the right things, you'll be with him forever. So you have nothing to worry about. That's why you're not to be afraid. I ain't scared of no evil. Why should I be? Why should you be? It's only a lie. It can't do anything to you unless you let it. Let's get the truth. Force it to fucking face the truth. I'm telling you guys, Bill Gates ain't that fucking tough. You start asking some tough questions from some fucking people who keep it doesn't even matter who. You get enough people using the devil's tools. Bill Gates will crack. He will crack because he know that he made a fucking big boo boo. Big one. See, I don't ever try and tell you guys what I think's gonna happen because I think in possibilities, you know what I mean? But I think of the the Blue Star Prophecy and how in there it talks about those who are not willing to be spiritually equipped will go fucking insane. Insane, right? So I'm gonna throw something out there. I don't like I said, this is just hypothetical. You know what I mean? Well, what if this happened? What if there was another Carrington event where it just fucking took everything out? That would mean HARP and DARPA or whatever fucking frequency fucking bullshit they got fucking going on around the earth here. What if it all got taken out and then Earth's natural frequency came? Could fucking people handle her? What happens if you have to be in the 6 9, the 936 or the 639? What if the frequency all changed? Eh? Because it would. Something your all your fucking 5G, all everything fucking hey? Carrington event. It doesn't matter how's it going. I just think about things like that, possibilities, you know what I mean? Just because the Blue Star Prophecy. And it makes sense if fucking people couldn't keep up to the frequencies they needed to be at, you know what I mean? But nobody can control the frequency you're at other than you know what I mean? Then again, you have to be a certain who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I just try to be best prepared for, you know, for what I believe in. And well, God led me to Jesus, and well, what does Jesus tell me to do? Believe in him. So, nowhere does he say worship me. Nowhere. He didn't want to be worshiped. He wanted friends. That's what he wanted, right? He said her. He wanted people to know the power that they had. And that as highly as they thought of him, they should think that highly of themselves. Like Jesus was that dude was the dude. And nobody gets it. Everybody is parading around. Let me go grab this. See it all the time. Everybody's like, the word of God. Let's go to the word of God. It's like, no, you've got to the wrong place. The word of God is inside of you. And it's truth, and you got to find her before Jesus told you so. See, and I often wonder, what is my job here on earth? Because I know God's got a special mission for me, but just exactly what is it? Is Jesus coming back, or does the Christ find itself? Do we all come together? But I'm going to go to John 15, 16. John 16:5. Okay. You guys listen to this. What do you think about the four brothers? I'll get into that right after this. Okay. But now I go away to him who sent me, and no, and none of you ask me, where are you going? But because I have said these things to you, sorrow has filled your heart. Nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is to your advantage that I go away. For if I do not go away, the helper will not come to you. But if I depart, I will send him to you. And when he has come, he will convict the world of sin and of righteousness and of judgment. Of sin because they do not believe in me. Okay. And I do believe I'm telling people, you got the wrong fucking Jesus, people. And I only say this because I want people to be with Jesus, but I believe they're with Paul. Oh, righteous, because I go to my Father and you see me no more. Of judgment, because the ruler of this world is judged. So the devil's going to get his judgments. What does he get? Does he have to eat all the karma from all the men who decide to give it all over back to him? Like the trauma's got to go somewhere, right? Right? Could you imagine if we could change the world and just send Satan back to fucking where he came with all his trauma? Fucking send her all back to him. You know what I mean? I like to be optimistic, but I also know in the back of my mind, just some people will never fucking change because they just fucking don't want to. And then it's I still have many things to say to you, but you cannot bear them now. However, when he, the Spirit of truth, has come, I wonder if he's the same guy he was talking about earlier about the helper. He will guide you into all truth. And that's what I've said. I'm just a guide. I just want us to go find the truth. I don't fucking know what she is, but I want to. Because if you don't want to, then you don't want Jesus. For he will not speak on his own authority, but whatever he hears, he will speak. You guys ever noticed I don't make shit up and I always tell you where I get it from? Just saying. And he will tell you things to come. He will glorify me. And let me tell you, I never get sick and tired of giving it to Jesus. You know what I mean? And the Father. Because without them, I wouldn't even be here right now. For he will take of what is mine and declare it to you. For all things that the Father has are mine. Therefore, I said that he will take of mine and declare it to you. Like, if we just listen to Jesus, eh? If we just listen to Jesus. He's the way, people. It's not the Bible. I'm sorry. He came to tell them. He was telling, the people who were following the rules before, he came to tell them, hey, you guys are doing too much. What are you doing? Why are you guys adding men's shit all over the place? You're making it too fucking hard. Because you guys can talk the fucking talk, but not even you can fucking walk the talk that you're talking. So why don't you shut your pie holes? And you stop over to my life. Well, I might do that, 80. I'll see. It's like 10 coming on here. I gotta talk to It Doesn't Matter for a minute, and I don't know. What do you think about the four brothers? Well, doesn't matter what I think, bud. It shouldn't matter what I think. Really, it shouldn't matter what you think. But I will tell you what I think. I think that bearded fellow, he's hurting inside. There's something really wrong with that feller. Like somebody has fucking hurt that boy's feelings really bad. If you feel the need to go after somebody's child, let alone autistic or not, like that just to me makes him a bigger douchebag. You know what I mean? But to go after a child like his dad, the gotcha man, he is an idiot, I think. You know what I mean? But I think he loves his child, and I don't think he'd do anything to hurt his child. He wouldn't go out of his way to fucking make a better world for his child, but yeah, I think he loves his child and, just like most people do. He's not gonna go out of his way to fucking like do something to, you know, find out how his child ended up like blame it on the Tylenol, I guess. But he bitches about it. He's like, I go to talk about it on YouTube and I get told I can't. It's weird. What do you think about the four brothers? What do you think about that? I think it's dirty. It's gross. You know what I mean? But they whined. They whined when fucking happened to them when Uncle Dub or so whatever said something about the daughter, which he never should have did. Which he never should have did. But how can you sit there and cry victim, and then all of a sudden, fucking who needs weed? The guy from Four Brothers? No, he needs a fucking big dose of Jesus, bud. He needs her bad. But then again, look at the whole fucking crew. Like Triple T going off about it. Like, I've seen that man wish other people death. I've heard him tell people he likes to try and mind control people. Like, this is a man that's sick in the fucking head. But when he gets the opportunity and he has the truth on his side, he's a fucking superhero, eh? Just out there fucking being the kindest soul out there. Look at these douchebags. I won't stand for this. And then he tries to tell everybody how tough he is again. Like, fuck, would you give that shit up, Triple T? Fuck, dude. Like, we all watched you get just shit slapped out of you by Dagmar, and you had nothing to offer him, bud. Not a thing. Not that I believe in violence or anything, but I also don't claim to be a tough guy wanting to beat everybody up and fucking. I'd rather go to a brain war with you, but Triple G's not the kind of guy to have brain war. He knows he's already lost. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. What do you think? Hey, what do you think? I think that whole country rap thing's just a mess. That's what I think. I think it's full of Satan. Like, you ever watch that JJ Longhorn fucking video where they got the cash and the ass and the fucking I'm like, "Hey, JJ, you think that this is what Jesus is about, the blank blank, the fucking money in the ass?" I don't know about what version of fucking Jesus do you got, but hey, I'm here to try and warn people, like, you can be much more powerful than you actually are if you just take on the real Jesus, but then you gotta fucking fight the dark side with your brain. Let's stop this stupidity, holy fuck. How do we do it? How do we stop all this stupidity? How do we come to the realization that the truth is something we should want in our lives instead of fucking ignoring it? You do know everybody fucking wants to ignore their problems. You do know if you persist and you really fucking try, you can end your problems, right? It's just giving up and thinking everything's okay and live with what's being forced fed to you. And I don't like this shit I'm being forced fed over here in Canada, guys. Really, it's fucking gross. Hate crimes. Hate crimes. Put me in jail. Uh, will the real Carl please stand up? Well, the real Carl's always right in front of you, bud. I don't play different versions. You know what I mean? Now, you will see me change right in front of your face, right? Nothing wrong with that, AAD. Taking on new information, willing to take on challenges, be a better man, eh? True Jesus, of course, right? Could you imagine what's after this, bud? If you pay the penalty, hey, mister, it's okay. You're homosexual. I won't judge you. My brother is gay too. Um, why do you people always come in here wanting me gay? It's really weird, nurse. Hey, you're gonna have to take this to God, nurse. Why are you running around like this is you're one of the devil's tools. You're out here trying to make homosexuals. Like, I don't care if people are gay, okay? I really don't. But I don't like it when you fucking try and force feed it on people. You know what I mean? Stop working for Satan. It's not worth it. You might want to ask him what the benefit package is before you run around shooting your mouth off around town. You might have to eat what you've been fucking shoveling. You know what I mean? Be careful, my friend. mean, you just seem that way. Oh, I just seem that way. What about me makes me scream homosexual to you? Hey, maybe you want me to be homosexual? Hey, I don't know. What's going through your brains? What? What is it? What was I talking about that made you go, "Oh, that guy's gay for sure," but you just wanna come over here and be a nuisance, hey? Try to make me feel bad. Well, you can't make me feel bad about fucking lies, okay? So, you can leave, nursey, but you can stick around if you want and learn something and try and come to Jesus so you're not out here selling for Satan, okay? You can be a better nurse, okay? You know, I watched this thing last night, and it was on the effects that your brain can take on if you take yourself out of society, all the shit that can happen. Waiting for you to stop over, you seem lonely. Well, I'm not lonely, I got 8 people in here, bud. I got the red fox in here. Go look at that harvest moon tonight. Cures all that ails you. Hey, red fox, it's funny you say that. I already took a video. I already took a video and put her on TikTok. I can't remember what song came on with it. It was some Hinduism thing, and I just stuck it on there. Send her away. That's the one we want. I do that sometimes. I let AI pick the music, and I just go. Someone will help me for it one time. Why would you stick that on there? That's evil. Sometimes you just got to use your intuition. Intuition is my mission. Right? AD, did you know that? Intuition is my mission. Wish upon a star, bud. And when you wish for the truth. And your dreams can come true, bud. You too can hate the world. But you'll live forever, 80. You know why? Because you'll have a good soul because you can't handle fucking being around dirty shit. It's like, make it and that's a good thing I got that reminder of that video, eh? AD, Jesus telling me, hey, you don't like this life. You're doing good. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be no, he doesn't say be happy. Fight the fight. Be in the light. Don't stand in the fucking darkness. I am standing in the darkness, all full of light. Nobody sees me yet, but they will, AD. I don't work for Satan. Well, you don't work for God there, nursey nurse, not running around fucking randomly asking people if they're homosexual for no reason. Other than maybe in your twisted fantasies, I don't know. That's not working for God, okay? You might not want to work for Satan. Like Jesus told all the people back way back then, he's like, I work at Vanderbilt University Medical Center. You know, that's a scary children's hospital. So that's good that we have people running around that work with children, running around on their spare time, just fucking randomly asking people if they're homosexual. Good job, nursey nurse. Like, hey, whatever. Whatever you do. If you help children, that's great. doesn't make up for your bad behavior, you know what I mean? You can tell yourself you're not working for Satan, but like I said, Jesus said the ruler of this world was not his father. No, 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 he told you. It's Santa Claus, and he's got you guys by the toes, and you don't know it. You think it's the good guy you're with. No, you guys would get off your knees for this fucking bozo that you serve and get into some celebrations of God and know that fuck, if we just got together and used our brains, we could do this. We could brain warp these fuckers right into submission because intuition is my mission. Hey, nursey nurse. That sounds so prestigious. The Vanderbilt. Lord Vanderbilt. There's only one Lord. There's only one Lord. And he ain't a man. But yet, he's every man. He's inside of everybody, man or woman. There's a Lord and a Lordess. It's just fuck. Everybody wants to play the part without fucking learning the character. They just want the benefits. They don't want to fucking study the role. It's weird. It's weird. Well, nurse, I got some questions. I think I was going to talk about. I was watching how if you don't have social interaction, it can fuck your brain up, eh? It can make your brain go all fucking wonky and shit. Could you imagine? A 5, 6, how long's it been, 80? For a human conversation where that's a long time. That's a lot of brain fucking on my brain, eh? They say it can cause PTSD. That, the lies, bullshit. You think that's so? Think that's what's wrong with me? I'm so disconnected from society because it won't talk to me. It's got my brain all warped thinking I'm the chosen one. Just think if someone would have helped me, I just didn't have to go through all this stuff. And tell me what your channel is about. I'm all ears. Well, my channel is about bettering all of us. You know what I mean? Through the truth. Like, if people don't want to get down with Jesus at the beginning, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm down with native stuff. I'm the chosen one that God has chose. Just first of many, you know what I mean? It'll be a domino. Inspire one other to know that they're Jesus. Two of me, that would be a nasty situation for this world, especially if the other me had a platform. No, we want to come up with plans on how to change the world over here. You know what I mean? I've got ideas, but people just don't like to hear them. So I like to hear other people's ideas. Hey, nurse, what do you think we can do to change the heart, minds, and souls of all the soulless running around this earth right now, waiting for something that might never come? But Jesus tells you to always be ready for him. So you have nothing to worry about. So therefore, you don't have to follow the script that's been fucking laid out in front of you. If we had Jesus, we wouldn't have to worry about an antichrist. You know what I mean? Because we wouldn't let a man lead us. We would fucking lead ourselves. That's not saying we wouldn't have men help us to try and create something better. We just wouldn't give them the power that they have now. That is up to the Lord, not us. Well, nursey nurse, you're all fucked up. You bought on to Paul. Jesus tells you to pick up your cross. He tells you if you're with him, you're not gonna enjoy your life. Don't know what the fuck you people are talking about. Listen, you can either be with God or you can be with Satan. The reason Satan is the ruler of this world is because everybody gives their power to Satan. Nobody knows the power they have in Jesus. They relinquish it to the devil and they say stupid things like, ew. Like, nurse, have you researched Bill Gates? Would you consider him maybe a participant on Epstein Island due to the fact that his wife has said that Epstein had something to do with their divorce and she did not offer up how much time Billy spent with the Epper? And this was after his conviction. And now you got to tell me, nurse, if you're going to go into business with somebody, are you not going to vet them? At Bill Gates's stature, and you're going to get involved in people, and you're not going to vet who you're getting involved with. Yes, I'm familiar with Bill Gates. Well, do you think he should be stopped? Do you think all of his farmland's a good thing? Because why he doesn't own China. But don't worry, Trump's changing. Old JD fucking Vancer, he's right on her. Jesus, JD. What do you think? Do you think Trump's a narcissist? Like, he was the better option. Like, fuck, I would have voted for him over Kamala. He had me tricked and fooled for a while. I was like, they can't let those demons into the fucking White House. No way, no way. They can't keep this up. Like Kamala, she wrote a book about herself and she lied about it. Like, you know that, right? Like, you don't even know who she is. And nobody fucking cares. Question. Are you the chosen one that's going to change the world? Well, I'm the Red Kachina, yes. The Mashiach. Supposed to try. And if I'm not, then I'm not. But at least I tried, right? I think I got the story to go with it, but maybe not. God will let it go where it goes. I'm just here for Jesus. That's all. I'm here for the truth. I might be the helper. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I've had a lot of weird experiences. Some would call it mental health. Hey, nurse, in your hospital, are you like you're in a children's hospital? I don't know what the rest of it. The mental ward. If you guys got one, can you lock patients up for fucking violence and suicide if they have not committed either one? Not a one. Can you hospitalize them for them saying that they're gonna tell on their employer on bad things that they did? And then their employer can be the one that says you were violent and suicidal with no evidence, no nothing. I did tell some of them, like I was not into Jesus then. I told them to suck my dick, so I was mean. But other than that, no. No, other than that, no, no fucking can they do that where you are? Just we don't like what you're saying, you mental case. That will cost us a lot of money. Hey, do you think there's a little boys club? Tiger, Tiger. Hey, do you know what I'm talking about? Tiger, Tiger. Do you ever watch the show The Mentalist? It's pretty good. My psychiatrist's help is a call away. Well, hey, nurse, in my professional fucking, I'd like to send you to Jesus, but that's a you problem. Hey, I can only Where do you think I'm mentally ill? Other than saying I'm the chosen one. You can't just say I'm mentally ill because I think I'm the chosen one. I've got reasons. So let me know. What have I said in this whole time that you've been here that makes me fucking an idiot? Or I need mental health help because I don't want to live in your weak, twisted world where you don't fucking acknowledge problems. I'm a problem solver. ah, ah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go. It was an hour. It was an hour. I work for Jesus. So I help sick, dying children every day. What are you doing? Well, I'm here doing the same thing I always have for children. I want them to have a bigger, brighter future, and you want to fucking band-aid some shit and then go out on the internet and just randomly pick people and want them to be homosexual. And you want me to say you're with Jesus. You're a clown show nurse. A real fucking clown show. You're probably Uncle Will. You're probably a fake account. One of the little turd burglars coming in, don't want to show who they are, want to pretend they're a nursey and tell me I need some psychiatric help, but won't show me where. Hey, still lost on that fucking question, aren't you? You're not smart enough to come up with the reason that I'm mentally fucking ill. Hey, if I'm mentally ill, it should be real easy to depict a picture for me there. You know what I mean? Show me, tell me, help me out, nursey. Hey, come on. Huh? You clown shows can keep doing what the fuck you ever you want to do. You're in trouble. You're in trouble, and you're only in trouble because you put yourself in trouble. Why would you want to put yourself in trouble? You're just playing stupid games. Stupid, stupid games. Keep playing your games. You're not hurting me, honey. You're only hurting yourself. Keep convincing yourself you work for Jesus. Have a good night.